The Grimwade family actually showing real life despite social media feeding us all that real hype. We just some real guys trying to give some high definition to reality. Family acrobatically juggling lives, smothered in cracks to avoid eternal casualty trust. It ain't easy, but teamwork make the dream work. It's me, Ella, Hesse, Hosanna, Harper and Hallie, and I ain't forget that has a rage and family.
Did you guys get on all okay while Mummy was out of the hospital?
Yeah.
Yeah, why you got your hand up? You're not in the class. What's up?
I was just playing on. We was just staying at home with Grandma, and we was just playing outside with Hazrai, and I went on the scooter just driving myself up the hill.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Because the last time you was on your scooter, I think you fell off, but this time you was like, I'm not scared.
Yeah.
Isn't it? That's good, baby. And what about you guys? Who was the most well behaved?
Hosanna was. I was just doing my football practice and stuff.
Yeah.
But Hosanna was helping Grandma, and I needed to move out of the way or something. And I was just in the middle of trying to do my practice, and Grandma was like, Hez, can you mind out please? And I didn't move, but I should have moved for Grandma, so sorry.
Oh, well, that's very honest of you. Thank you for your apology.
No problem.
But yeah, I'm glad to hear that other than that you guys were well behaved.
Yeah.
When Daddy came to get me from the hospital this morning, he said, oh, the kids are really helping out. Was you helping Hallie at all?
Yeah, I was some of the time, and
You did the dishes in the morning and clothes with me, weren't you?
yeah, and when we was outside for a little bit, I was taking the twigs out, but some of the time I was being on Hez's side a little bit.
Okay, well, cool, that's fine. Sounds like everybody's confessing their wrongdoings this morning. But no, it's all good. I'm glad that you had a good time, really, didn't you? I think when I came back, you looked like you was having a good time.
Yeah, it was fun. In the morning, we got our hairsprays and we were just in our pyjamas, and Grandma was still having breakfast, so we were waiting for her, and we were just spraying each other, and we were having a fun time.
Okay, good. I'm glad to hear you was having a fun time. Guys, for those of you that don't know, basically, if you couldn't gather from our conversation, I spent the night in hospital last night because yesterday was a very rough day for me. I think maybe the heat had something to do with it, because at the minute in England, or in London anyway, it's very hot. It's between 32 to about 38 degrees Celsius. It's ranging between that. And that didn't help. So yesterday I got quite dehydrated, I think. Although I was sipping on water, I wasn't keeping much of it down. And I can even hear my voice now a bit, how worn out I am from yesterday, and how worn out I am in general from the pregnancy. And I was throwing up so much last night. I think I threw up about 5-6 times in 1 hour, that we called our out of hours NHS National Health Service, and they advised that I went into our urgent care centre at the hospital to get seen to. And basically last night they just put me on a drip and also gave me some anti-sickness medicine. Now, I wasn't sure whether I was going to take the anti-sickness medicine, was I, guys? When I've been at home, the tablets that I've had, I was like, I wasn't going to take them. But because I was so sick last night, I just had to accept the medication, accept the help. I just trust the Lord that everything will be fine with the babies. But girls, I mean, this question is mainly kind of pointed towards you girls. And the question that I have is, obviously you've been seeing Mummy being sick, you've seen Mummy go through quite a few pregnancies. Sorry, I'm very tired because the medication I'm on is making me very drowsy. But you've seen Mummy go through all the being sick and everything. Has what you've seen put you off maybe you wanting to have children in the future?
No, it definitely hasn't. It's just the way pregnant ladies are.
Okay, and also I guess maybe for you don't know how you might be in pregnancy, isn't it? Okay, so it's not put you off having children?
No.
You wouldn't say it has? Okay, that's good to hear. And can I ask you, how many children do you think you want to have when you're older?
6.
You want to have 6?
Yeah.
Wow, big numbers. And what about you, Hallie?
8.
You want to have 8 children, like my grandma did? Wow. So I take it from that answer.
Wait. I went... No, 6, I take.
You want 6, okay.
Because it will be 8 will be too much.
It won't necessarily be too much. So Mummy being sick hasn't put you off having children in the future? What if you have to go through sickness like Mummy? Don't know? What do you think you'll do?
I'll just go for it.
All right, that's good to hear, Hallie, that you'll just go through it. So Harper, has Mummy going through all the morning sickness and all that sort of stuff, has that put you off wanting to have your own children? Do you still want to have your own children?
Yeah.
You do? When you're older? You want to have your own babies?
Yeah.
And how many babies do you want to have?
3.
You want to have 3? Okay, that's nice. That's a nice number for you. Mummy's going to have, I was going to say
Because
grandma.
I'm 3.
You're 3. Oh, okay, because you're 3. Okay.
Makes sense.
Well, I'm going to have a lot of grandchildren by the sounds of it. Hez, I will open up the question to you. So, of course, you can't have your own children physically, but of course, God willing, you'll get married and have kids. What if your wife goes through terrible morning sickness and ends up in hospital, like Mummy was? Like, how do you think you'll deal with that?
I'll just stay with her the whole way through it.
You just stay with her?
Yeah, just keep encouraging her and saying it's going to be okay, you can get through it. If you can have one, you can have however many you want.
Okay,
So-
that's if they'll let you stay.
Yeah.
They didn't let Daddy stay at the hospital last night, unfortunately.
Oh.
But Mummy was just sleeping though, and I think they'd waited for me to kind of be settled in my medication before we had to go. But yeah, having a supportive husband will definitely be helpful to your wife in the future. Just like Daddy tries to help Mummy when Mummy's being sick and tries to support and look after you guys and arrange things so that Mummy can actually rest.
Yeah.
That is exactly what you need to do in the future.
Well.
I'm glad that it looks like that generally Mummy's experience is not going to put the children off trying to have children, their own children, in the future, which is a good thing, a positive thing. So I'm glad about that. And I think it shows that the way we try and do things, being open with the children, sharing real life experiences with them, is a good thing because they get to see the real and they don't have a false idea of what's to come. Well, that's what I'm hoping anyway. So we actually got this idea of asking the children, you know, whether Mummy's experience has put them off having children in the future themselves, from one of our Grimwade Gang members. So thank you so much for posing that question to us. I think it was a really good question and it's provoked some thought, I think, which is great. And guys, Tim especially, because at the minute I'm not great on being on our Instagram stories. I'm on them, but I'm not doing them, if you know what I mean. But at the minute, if you're not following us on Instagram, please make sure you do so. It's at the Grimwade Family, and Tim will put it somewhere at the bottom of the screen. But there's so much going on there on a daily basis about our lives. We're always recording bits of what we're doing. So if you're not following us, you're missing out. So make sure you go follow us on there. Keep the comments coming. Keep the questions coming. We so love hearing from you guys, hearing your suggestions. And hopefully some people have suggested that I go and get some seasickness bands. My friend has just got some because she's going through exactly the same thing as me. And I'm going to see if they work for her, and then I might purchase some of my own if they do. But yeah, thank you for all the encouragement. It's really helpful. And also for those of you, sorry, whacking you in the head, those of you that are sending us lovely emails as well, it's really encouraging. So we really appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much. But for now, we're all going to say a big thank you, we love you, and goodbye.
Bye.
So you think you were right? Bring it on, prove